few before. Here we go, let's do it. Good morning, everybody. We're back. Hello. I'm Claire Louise Hyde from BeHealing.com, and here's a chicken. Right here, you can't see her though. I'm back. Got Wi-Fi again. Yay. Feels like I had ages off. It was a day. Feels like more than that. It's chicken butt. Chicken butt show. Good morning, everybody. I'm excited because I just ordered some gym gear from a place in America that won't ship anywhere apart from America. But I've got somebody that will send it to me. That will send it to me. It's the cutest stuff. Really nice. Like a gym dress and a gym skirt and like just the cutest clothes. And I do tend to live in my gym gear, so. Did everyone watch the Pick a Card read? Anyway, yeah, welcome. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Welcome back. We had yesterday off because I had no Wi-Fi. Something to do with the rain. I don't know. It was off for like 24 hours. They had men here to fix it. Boys, really. They weren't men. I wouldn't call them men. Let's get some cards out for the collective. But as always, I'm going to do this. But you can also get mini reads as well. So just check out that pinned comment. Did I pin it? I can't see it. I can normally see it. Oh, it's pinned. Is it? Or is it just saying it's me? Pin message. There we go. Now it's pinned. No, I still can't see it. It usually hangs around at the top there. It's not doing it for me today. Hopefully it is for you, but you can check that out. It says that it's by donation. There, I can see it now. It says it's by donation, so super chat, super sticker, PayPal link in there as well. Minimum of $5 for the mini reads there. So let's get some cards out. And if you've got a question for your higher self, just put a capital Q at the start of your comment and then I can find it really easily. What's going on with me? Oh, I can hardly move because I did. I went to the gym yesterday to do my knees thing, but I added a legs hip workout into it. And then I did my usual training after that in the afternoon. And now I can hardly move. So I need my massage today to free up my glutes and my legs. I'm feeling good though. Feeling strong, grace. So we're in the flow of good things at the moment. Very interesting energy update today about healing from the patriarchy. Men healing and being positively masculine. You know, one thing that I didn't say in that energy update was wounded feminine tries to feminize the masculine. They want men to be feminine. That's the wounded feminine that does that. We don't really want the men to be feminine. Ta, crazy energy read. Your father's trying to come back into your life, Mary Ellen. It's definitely for you then, hey? Oh, you received my book, Healing Path Within. Enjoy it, Christine. The men are coming back. Apparently the men are coming back. Watch out. Hello, everybody. Deepta, let's see. Have I got a... Yes, I do. Thank you, Deepta, for your donation. Oh. Deepta, let's do you. You think you're understanding how to separate your mind chatter from your real self? Interesting. Can you really trust yourself? Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it, when you manage to do that and you realize that you're not your mind, but then there is a part of your mind that's receiving the real you. It's very interesting. So, Deepta, I'm guessing that you got a feeling or some information when you tuned into your real self that something is coming for you. Or, hang on, I'll let the chicken out. Or that this is just the start of it, the information that you're getting now. But your answer is yes. I mean, you're not fooling yourself. You are getting that information through. You are getting that information through. Oh, hi, Timothy. Yeah, you are getting that right information through. So it's just the start of things. Touch means it's just the start of it, you know. This is tickling my back. It's just the start of things. Plenty more communication coming from your higher self, direct to you, which is great. So this is the point at which you start using readings to confirm, to get that validation, and then you can learn to trust yourself even more. It's like what happens when you start doing readings for other people. You've got to go through that too. You've got to get confirmation from them enough times to trust it. It's like, okay, I trust the information I'm getting through now. Better feeling thoughts and move away. Right. So you've got to stop questioning that, Deepta. You've got to stop questioning it and not trusting yourself. So you're asking, can I trust myself? And it's like, yeah, but you need to actually trust yourself. You're asking, shall I stop not trusting myself? The answer to that is yes. Stop not trusting yourself. So whatever makes you feel bad, like, I'm not sure I can believe this. Stop thinking that. I know it's easier said than done. Because we have those thoughts, don't we? Can I trust this? Am I kidding myself? Am I just making it up? Am I telling myself what I want to hear? I hear you, Deepta. So hopefully that helps. It's just the start of things is what I'm hearing. You're going to get much more information through, lots more information. And when it starts moving you forward, you know, toward successes in your life, happier times, then you'll be able to trust it more. It's like when I get the ideas now, I do it. I just do it, especially when it's connected with my business, because I've got confirmation over and over again that I can trust that, you know, I don't need to do the usual business planning thing. I just do what my guides tell me in my business, and then it works, and I get that confirmation. So soon you'll be getting success confirmations from it. It'll start working for you. Maybe mine will start working for my relationship soon. Universe, in your own time. I ordered a heap more of these silk scrunchies because I got one before, and now I've got all different colours. To start using them all the time, using them for training now. So now my hair's super curly because I put it in Minnie Mouse ears at night. Raining, Nadine. It stopped. Oh, good. You're in Australia. It's been flooding, hey? I've seen it. Coffee. Let's get some more cards out. Oh, my muscles hurt. Tell you what, though, it was a good hit workout. I love that stuff. I love pushing myself like that and just seeing, because it's all out for like 60 seconds and then 15 seconds break. And then all out, doing different things. It's full on. Hey, Kathy. Again, we're getting cards out. So many cards of people humping things in this deck. Have you noticed that, or is it just me? There's that girl that sounds like a deer underneath a skirt, and that looks weird. Thanks, Kelly. Look, you're kind of cute. I like having curly hair in the mornings lately. But yeah, this is about friendship and about helping each other out. Under my umbrella. I won't read it out because we get this card a lot. Helping each other out. And what is really helping your friends out? It's not the enabling thing, is it? Oh, I just had a dream. Not just then, but I mean, I had a dream last night. Just came to me. Wow, it was bizarre. Well, not really bizarre, but kind of true to life. But worst floods you've ever seen. Wow. Oh, constant rain. It rained here as well. So, last time I did Psychic Cafe, it rained, and I thought it was going to have a power cut, and it didn't. And then I had a Skype session directly after that, and it started raining heavier, and I'm like, well, hopefully we can continue with this session. We don't get a power cut. It didn't power cut, but it was after that. It was like an hour after that after that call ended, that the Wi-Fi went off, and then that was it. Thanks, Christine. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good today. And I've been eating very cleanly lately. Always makes me feel better. Because I've got, I just need to make sure I've got plenty of food in the house, otherwise I don't eat cleanly, So I've got Greek yogurt and mangoes and fruit, and as long as I eat plenty. Oh, and I've been getting pate as well. Athena. Always reminds me of being a teenager. Athena was a company that produced posters, and the card shops would sell it. When we used to have like card shops, you buy cards from it, birthday cards and Christmas cards, and that's all it was. It was a card shop. And then they started selling Athena posters. Does anyone else remember that? Hey, April. Hey, everyone else as well. You're all in here before I got here, so I've not said hello to you all in person. Look how steamy it is outside. It's steaming on the windows. From the rain yesterday. You had a dream about fruit and vegetables last night. That's funny. Oh, mine was very interesting. Athena, goddess of war and wisdom, Athena asks you to think strategically before you act. Use the wisdom you've gained from your experience to determine the path to the most positive outcome for your situation. What I just heard from this is hold something back. Don't show all your cards. Don't reveal all of yourself. There's a bit of fuzziness. Don't tell everybody everything. Just use your wisdom as to when to share something, who to share something with. So I'm getting there. 6-year-old granddaughter's birthday party this weekend. Oh no, invited and blocked. Bad granny, bad grandpa. I'm bad granny too. Don't you know you're supposed to toe the line? Athena, wisdom. Let's move Christ up there. It's also, because we've got this friendship card out again under my umbrella, it's also about knowing what's actually helping someone and what's not, because a lot of us have been learning that, apparently, because my guides keep on going on about it, about when we're enabling bad behavior. No, we're not. When to help and when not to help, It's tricky, isn't it? Because we want to help. Sometimes we're not helping. when we try and help. Trucks and trailers. Got two of the cat cards out there, so connection is in front of me. I like this card. Connection. The spirit cats remind us that we're not alone. We are a web of connections. Our attitudes, actions, and energy ripple outward and touch people in ways seen and unseen. No single action stands alone. Each action, idea, and feeling is born out of countless influences and in turn has its own unique effect. We see this most clearly and dramatically in our innermost circle, but this also extends outward to humanity, the earth, and the universe. Our consciousness dances together, challenging, uplifting, teaching, learning, questioning, reassuring, inspiring, and loving. We're always the ones left out, Timothy, when we're the ones that speak out about abuse and stuff like that. For some reason, it's okay to do the abusive stuff and the bad stuff. For some reason, it's not okay to speak about it, to reveal it. That's what I've found. Like that's how I've been scapegoated, and it happens all the time. And it's bizarre, isn't it? It's like, don't reveal it, don't say it. Very strange. But this, I like this. Majesty. Meet Majesty. She lives inside each one of us. She's the queen of the vulnerable heart, the yearning soul, and the seeking mind. She helps us see our majesty, helps us to honor our gifts, hone our skills, and be true to our word. See, we've got to just stick with it. We've got to keep on going. Like I said in the energy update, people are watching us. I said it yesterday, and I was getting it strongly, that people are watching us. Daughters, sons, they're watching us. They're paying attention, even if we think they're not. They are. They're paying attention. We just got to keep on going and honoring ourselves and our gifts and our skills and being true to our word. Let us not diminish ourselves with endless self-criticism and self-negation, which is easy to do, right? If everyone else is turning their back on you, saying, you shouldn't be speaking out about that, you shouldn't have said it, you're the wrong one for saying it. Oh, no, we're not. They're only honest ones. Anyway, we must wear our crown of light and love with confidence, grace, and generosity of spirit. We all have something to teach and share with our fellows. Cultivate kindness and respect toward yourself so that your gifts may flourish and may be shared freely with those around you. Like that, you know, the wisdom and stuff. Athena, knowing when you're actually helping someone and when you're not, you know. Hey, Nikki. Oh, God, got out. So, we've got to recognize our majesty. Bow before me. Bow before yourself. We've got to recognize that majesty within us. Honor ourselves and not feel bad just because the muggles don't get us. So what? Of course they're not going to get us. It's about them, not us. That's about them, not us, I mean. Oh, yuck. I'm feeling not to get one of those soul tree things out again. I'm thinking of getting one of these out. Magic of you again. Seems we need some magic in our lives here. Unlock your hidden truths, it says. Let's see what we've got. Morning, Cherie. get one of these out for us all. Boo-hoo. Well, these do have homework in them too. Boo-hoo. Transform the way you see. Why is the camera being weird? See, there's like a fuzziness to it. It's not just outside and on the windows. It's on this card too, even if I block off the light there. I bought a new camera. It's not here yet. I'm looking forward to it being here though. I fell asleep last night to a training video about the camera. It sent me to sleep. Boo-hoo. If you want to transform the world, start by transforming the way you see it. Pay attention to positive and pleasing things. Do not be distracted by anything that makes you feel sad or hopeless. You observe with your heart and your eyes. Grow in wisdom as you witness the world shaping itself according to the way you see it. Know that wisdom evolves and is not static or fixed. It's time to not only look outside at the world, but also look into yourself and comprehend the role you play in the events that take shape around you. Let what you observe transform you. Be uplifted by what you now know about even challenging facts and difficult truths. They are further opportunities for growth and transformation. The girl of Boo-hoo holds the owl, wisdom, and the butterfly, transformation, on her index fingers, power, as she gazes on her world curiously and confidently. Boo-hoo also means people are watching you. I told you, people are watching you. People are watching me because I'm on YouTube, but people are watching you too. People are paying attention. Boo-hoo also means people are watching you and noticing your courage, good deeds, and personal transformation. People might be waking up. Muggles, they might be waking up. They might be paying attention now. Holy shit. And that these qualities will be rewarded. Boo-hoo appears when a reward, bonus, or notification of approval is about to be received. So we could be hearing from them. Is it the men? Is it the father kind of people that I was talking about in the energy update? Are they coming in? I don't know. I was picking up daughters a lot. They're watching us. Conscious clarity, this is the ritual. This is the homework today. Pay attention, class. Purify your vision by taking a detox from toxic media reporting, sarcastic social media posting, and manipulative advertising. Consciously and confidently choose what you'll observe in the world and steer your eyes and heart only in that direction. Create an altar of beauty and peace in your home. Flowers, photographs, candles, gifts from others that you love. Transform a space that immediately soothes your eyes and lifts your heart. Spend time observing and enjoying your altar of beauty every morning and evening and allow its energy to permeate the rest of your day until you feel balanced and events occurring around you are harmonious and pleasing. This is like getting ourselves out of the choppy water that I've been talking about. We've got to get our minds out of the choppiness first. Can't stay in the fray and expect to be peaceful. Morning, Alana. George's 13th birthday. Hey, Crystal Lynn. Welcome to the cafe. So that's our homework. It's kind of like my working table. It's my little altar here. I hope it pleases you. It pleases me. The flowers and the plants and all the crystals and stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to get less screen time at the moment. My eyes. For some reason, I'm good long distance. I'm good up close. It's the middle distance my eye seems to be bothered with. I've always had perfect eyes, so this is kind of worrying me. But middle distance, like from about, I don't know, 6-7 meters away to beyond that. Can't see properly. Bizarre, huh? Let's get some tarot out. Oh, hang on, I've got an email. Someone might have donated. Yes, somebody did. Thanks, Nikki. You got a question? Did I miss it? Oh, what's going on? Let's get some tarot out while Nikki gets a question together. So shall I put that homework in the group then? We've got a Facebook group. It's called Psychic Cafe. No muggles allowed. You're allowed in there if you're not a muggle. Just request and we'll let you in. Nikki, high self guidance on this unusual wound site and healing it for you. Okay. Put the sun on the bottom of the deck. The star underneath that as well. And then the Hierophant. Oh wow. But that's not the one that came out. Let's do Nikki first. Before I do that, I just want to get like all of these cards: grace, wisdom, the friendship thing, the boo-hoo, the majesty, and the community and stuff. There's, there was that a strong undercurrent of we chose to be here. We got the vow card, and that to me is always about we vowed to do this before we came here. And especially now, there's a massive shift in masculine and feminine energies going on, and so we vowed to be a part of that. And yeah, stuff's blowing up, right? But we've got the wisdom to handle that, and it sucks, like, but we chose to be that and to stay. We're leading the way, is what I'm trying to say. And so we've got to keep on applying that wisdom instead of throwing hissy fits and like, why aren't they out of the situation? But is it back now? Maybe it's back now. Well, we have to wait like 10 minutes for the delay to catch up to see if it's actually working. But yeah, Nikki, I was saying that it's, if you can hear me, I hope you can. Oh, there we go. We are back. So yeah, Nikki, I was saying let's get some more out for you. I feel like this lifetime your wishes could be fulfilled, Nikki. It's probably because of what's going on at the moment in the energies and the masculine feminine shift that we're having at the moment. So if anyone doesn't know what I'm going on about with that, is we've been in this toxic masculine and toxic feminine paradigm that we've seen it as being like the patriarchy, but so that the masculine taking the power by asserting their power when they don't feel powerful, that alpha male kind of thing, the dominance kind of thing. You didn't hear any of it, Nikki. I said it again anyway, what I'd said about the not fighting for it thing. That's how it started. So yeah, the toxic masculine not feeling powerful, so taking that power, wielding the power by force. It's frozen again. What the fuck? Hang on. Okay, it should be back. No, it was working. Okay. This is the thing. You tell me it's freezing, and then I do something about it, but it had already started working again because there's such a big delay on these lives. So I'm trying to fix a problem that's already fixed. So let's start again, Nikki. I might need to just message you on this because you're breaking the live, Nikki. So this lifetime, the wound. The wound is kind of self-inflicted this lifetime because of the fight. And so you are going to get your wishes, or you can get your wishes fulfilled this lifetime, but not with the fight, because that's the toxic masculine in you, wanting to beat them, wanting to beat them. And so that is inflicting a wound to yourself, a wound on yourself. So yeah, you got to stop the fight this time. I'm pretty sure we had this message for you a few days ago, last week. And you've got fulfillment and communication coming, so you can have what you want. Again, it's saying you can have what you want, but you have to get this balance right of the masculine and feminine inside of you. So the toxic masculine. Okay, so we've been in this masculine paradigm, patriarchal paradigm, and it's not been good for anybody, not the masculine, not the feminine. So the toxic masculine is the one that doesn't feel powerful, and so they wield the power and push people around and stuff like that. It's narcissism, it's things like that. Then the feminine's like, I've got no power, and then she starts manipulating emotionally, right? And so that's the toxic masculine, the toxic feminine. What's toxic? I mean, what's the divine masculine, divine feminine? I haven't a clue yet, but we're formulating that. And so so it doesn't surprise me that your cards, Nikki, are saying that this lifetime you can actually get what it is that you want. You can get the fulfillment, and it requires you to find that same balance that we're all having to find. Fulfillment and communication coming. Yeah, you're gonna get what you want, or you've got the opportunity to get what you want this lifetime. Let's put it that way. I mean, we can always not do the work, can't we? But you are doing the work, it's just you've got to back down from that fight. So I think I managed to get your message to you this time. And for the collective, we've got the universe. Let's read this one out. It's the world card, of course. 11. Oh, it's not 11, it's 21. Roman numerals. The universe. Spooniverse, as my uni friend used to call it. The Spooniverse. Everything has come full circle as you now enter a period of resolution and enlightenment. Is this why people are coming back into our lives? I think there's a grand awakening happening. This indicates the end result of all your efforts and hard work. So it's time to acknowledge and celebrate all of your accomplishments. It is a synthesis of success, fulfillment, and triumph in your undertakings. As a result, emotional and spiritual growth lead to higher states of consciousness and a better understanding of your place in the universe. It's all going to make sense. Why we chose to come to this godforsaken planet and do this stuff for so many years when they were still all asleep. And it seemed to be going nowhere. I think it's all going to start making sense soon. You have worked through the trials and tribulations of life. Oh shit. And have learned to grow from experience. You understand your karmic path and how you're a powerful co-creator of your own reality. In many ways, this also indicates that you're now understanding the meaning of life. Are we? That love is the seed and spark of source, divine energy, and what makes you who you truly are. A new stage of your journey begins. We really do. We have This isn't just on a personal level, a new cycle, like a new cycle in relationship. This is a new cycle on a universal new cycle. And it's all about masculine and feminine. Thanks, Nadine. Hi, Philomena. Hey, Stephanie. You got it. Good, Nikki. Okay, let's get another tarot card out. So we do have, like, we're in, if you think, how many years? Okay, I don't know what the answer is to this, but maybe we can postulate on it. How many years have we had this patriarchy shit going on? How many years? How many lifetimes? Hang on, let's just send this. Someone got the deep dive wrong. I mean, they got their email wrong. They put a capital letter at the front of it. Can't do that shit. You don't get your emails if you put a capital letter at the front of it. Which one was it? Hang on, I'll be right with you. Be right back with you after this short break. It was this one. See, I can see when people have downloaded. I can see which ones you've downloaded as well. I could snoop all over you when you... Okay, it was, yes. Oh, one. Wait. No. Crystal. Yeah, so I can see when there's a problem. Okay, I've got money. Thank you, Stephanie Helen. Higher self-guidance for you, Nadine. Let's just shuffle these first, get a card out. And then I'll do you, Nadine, and you. Ooh, we've got the devil on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. And the lovers underneath the devil. Okay. Nadine, general guidance for you. Nadine. Purple flowers are coming up nice. I've been learning about cinematography and how cameras work and stuff. Ready for my new camera arriving. Better video work. It's very interesting. So Nadine, you've got growth and romance here. So considering we're all being led to finding this masculine feminine balance and the divine masculine and feminine within us all, instead of the toxic elements of it. Your way forward. Oh, there's a lizard's head right there at my window. Nadine, yours is easiest found in romance. Probably for a lot of us, it's easiest found in romance. To find that balance. So as I was saying before, a lot of wounded feminine want the masculine to be feminine. So they want to feminize the men, thinking that that's safer. And it kind of is, but it's not really what you want. So Nadine, what I'm getting from this is that growth in finding the positive masculine and positive feminine in you, and honoring that instead of being wounded. It's like getting over the wounding of it all so we can see it clearly inside of ourselves, the positive of the masculine. So this is about not throwing out the whole masculine just because of toxic masculine traits. Same, don't throw out the feminine because of toxic feminine traits either. What? And we've all done it. We've all done both of them, you know. The feminine manipulation thing. We've all done it. Whether you're a man or a woman, we've all done that. Same with the taking the control and the power and stuff, wielding our power, like pushing it onto people. We've all done that too. So seeing it clearly, but not fooling ourselves that masculine is all bad or feminine is all bad, you know, because that's just not true, is it? So you're going to get your biggest growth now through romantic relationships to figure out that balance. So Nadine, you're going to be pulled into romantic relationships because of that. I don't know whether you're in one at the moment, but that's where you're going to get your biggest growth now. So that the natural urges is what's pulling you into that creation process now. Stephanie, you've achieved so many of the things you wanted. Yay! Big things. I've never felt so flat. Oh, interesting one. Yeah, I've had that feeling before. When you manifest something, you achieve something, and you're like, how come I feel worse than I did before? Let me get some more coffee, and then I'm going to answer you on that one. Why are there ants everywhere? Suddenly there's like millions of ants in front of me. There must be some food. Maybe there's a dead thing. Sometimes, Stephanie, I'll see what the cards say, but sometimes for me it's been that I actually like striving for things. You know, it's not having the six pack that's great. It's getting it. It's getting there. It's doing it. And that's what life is all about, really. So you're probably just like experiencing reality. We have everyone telling us, oh, it's about the stuff, it's about the money, it's about the achievement and everything. And it's not. It's about the getting there. It's always about the journey. So when we achieve something, we're like, huh? Is that it? What did I even want this for in the first place? Or something like that, you know? It could be that, but let me get some cards out for you. See what it actually is. That's why I like constantly learning new stuff and new stuff and new stuff. Because it's not about the stuff. Oh God, I'm just throwing coffee everywhere. Because this jug is ridiculous. Okay. My legs are really stiff. Ah! Aye. So Stephanie, let's find out what the real answer is. But I've noticed in myself that that's what it is with me, that it is the journey. It's the journey that we like. Awesome. People are sorting themselves out. That's a good thing. I mean, with the deeper dives. So, Stephanie, what is it? Oh, listen and patience. Yeah, I think you're just on the path. You're on the path, Stephanie. What I mean by that is, first of all, we want things. We want to manifest things, even big things, like you say. And then when we do, we're like, now what? like I did in my 20s. Any of you don't know my story, in my 20s, I went from being like a student, flat broke student, being a single parent, to a single parent that was ridiculously thin, and not in a strong way, because I didn't have the money to eat properly, because I was started a job and I had a baby, and childcare and rent and bills. It only just My starting wage only just covered that, so there was nothing left over for food. And my diet was ridiculous. Thank God there was a subsidized canteen at work. It would have been a lot worse. But yeah, my diet was ridiculous. But I went from that to having a lot of money. A house worth £250,000, 6-bedroom place. I walked up there, and I did. I manifested it all. But then I was like, so what? I work term time. I've got a 6-bedroom house. I've got a brand new car. I go on holiday about 4 or 5 times a year. I've got all the things everyone's saying that I should want. But now what? Because this is boring. And so then you go from that manifesting to something that's deeper. Then you start listening. Okay, so what do I really want now? Yeah, I get that it's not about the achievements, but there's something to it. There's something to achieving stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's the way. It's the so you got listen and patience. So then you're going to start listening more closely to yourself and what you actually want, what your spirit actually wants. Because it's not like everything's going to be disappointing. It won't be. Things don't disappoint me now, but I tell you what, I'm like very driven to keep on learning and keep on going to the next level and listening, following my guidance, rather than setting out a goal with my head and trying to get that for myself. And Stephanie, the healing is a part of it. Interesting. Yeah, the willingness to heal is part of it as well. It's all about divine timing too. We are taken through this process. There's no like jumping ahead. You're in the process. You're just in the process, Stephanie. You're at the right place. I mean, you're realizing it's not about the stuff or the achievements, but there's something in that too. It's like the path of the master manifester. We want to manifest things, but then we get more selective. It's like, okay, I can manifest that, but that's not actually that fulfilling. So what do I want to manifest now? Something bigger. No, I'm going to have to heal to get there. It's that kind of thing. There's a path to it. So hopefully that helps you and it's not too ambiguous. Kathy, I haven't got a donation from you. It's by donation, Kathy. Just check out that pinned comment up there. So we've got this is for the collective, 2 of Pentacles here. So the universe, there's a big shift going on. Masculine, feminine energies, big shifts within ourselves, but also the whole world. We're all shifting at the same time. That's why there's a big awakening effect, which is why we're being watched now. It's like, oh, maybe Timothy and Clara and Stephanie and all the rest of you, maybe they were onto something. Didn't make sense before when they were going on about it 40 years ago, but now it seems to be making some sense. And then we've got the 2 of Pentacles. Juggling something, juggling energies. The 2 of Pentacles, I'm going to read it out of this book to see if it prompts me to something, to say something I wouldn't have said. So we are creating it, this new balanced divine masculine, divine feminine paradigm. We're creating it. We don't have any history of this. We don't have any history or her story of divine masculine, divine feminine. It's unknown to us what that actually looks like. Some people have suggested in the last 20 years that I'm aware of that feminized men is the answer, masculized women is the answer. No, we've kind of done that. It's not. Two of Pentacles, finding balance. Yeah, equilibrium. When the Two of Pentacles comes up in a reading, it may indicate making a choice, juggling choices. Most often these choices involve a financial endeavor. Really? Not in my life. Perhaps you feel crossed with matters of emotions. That's more like it. You could even be trying to maintain a balance between good and bad, or masculine and feminine. Ask yourself, ask yourself how you should approach and maintain a steady balance between two choices, or if it's even necessary to keep both options at this time. This card is telling you that the best outcome is one that can be reached by careful planning and prudence. No, I'm not really getting that. Okay, so it's about the juggling of the masculine and feminine within ourselves and getting that balance right within ourselves first before we try and apply it in any external situation. So it's about finding the positive masculine inside of ourselves and the positive feminine, finding the positive parts of them inside of ourselves. That's the only time it's always got to start out with self-love. Always. Let's read out the reversed struggle. The battle. Yeah, we can't battle. Battle for supremacy. I saw a meme, not yesterday, but the day before on Facebook. It was a tweet, in fact, a picture of a tweet. And it said, we should be thankful that women are just going for equality now and not revenge. But yes, that's very true, isn't it? But this is what it's all about, is finding that positive in ourselves now, not battling or trying to change the other. Not like, oh, I'm feminine and feminine is right. The men should be feminine. That's just stupid, because nobody wants that. To have no relationships. I would have no relationship, that's for sure. It can indicate a lack of organisation and feeling unbalanced. No, I'm not getting anything from that. From the reversed. So the fight starts within ourselves, or the balance starts within ourselves, and then we can truly appreciate it and love it within ourselves, and then we can attract that balanced individual, or it depends what your balance is. We're all going to be different. You might be 50-50 masculine, feminine. You might be 70% feminine, 30% masculine. But we need to know what the divine masculine and divine feminine is within ourselves first before we get some kind of a balance of what we want within ourselves. We're not balancing out the toxic masculine and toxic feminine within us, are we? I guess some people have mastered that now. Yeah, it's all up in the air, and we've got to figure it out ourselves, that balance that we want within ourselves and what it is within us. And that requires us to wake up to it, as in wake up to our behavior. When we catch ourselves emotionally manipulating, doing the toxic feminine thing, stopping ourselves. When we catch ourselves doing the toxic masculine thing, pushing our power around, being narcissistic. We've all got it. We've all got it, and some of the toxic feminine are so narcissistic. Like, really. Patience and mindset are important. Spending time with your own inner vortex is true higher guidance. Yeah. Coffee's run out already. Whole jug down already. So, there's the Two of Pentacles. We've got the juggle within ourselves first. Let's get some more tarot out for the collective. We've got a full moon coming up. What date is it? On the 28th, is it? I can't remember. Can find out though. If I didn't. Yeah, it's on the 28th. Wow, what a good memory. So that's on Sunday. The full moon is on Sunday. And the reason I was telling you that was it's 4 days off. I've got some reduced price full moon readings available on behealing.com. I'll put it on the homepage there. I made some available as well. There was none available before, but there's availability in there now. So if you're wanting a full moon reading, you can get one of those from behealing.com. Got the High Priestess here. The High Priestess. Okay. So, is the High Priestess the divine feminine? Sometimes she's toxic. She's got earrings like I used to have. I used to have earrings like that, like the one on that side. Is she divine? Thanks, Kathy. It's $5 minimum for the mini reads. Get there eventually. The High Priestess. Yes, we need to find it within ourselves first, don't we? This balance. And remember, we're making this up. We're making it up. We don't have the her story or the history about this. We don't know how it's ever been. We don't know if it's ever been. Some people will look back and go, oh, we had it all right. You know, we had it all perfect and we've lost our way. No, we haven't. Life is all about evolution. We've never had it so good. It wasn't perfect before and then we lost our way. That is just not true. It contravenes the law of the universe. We've got it better than we ever had it here, but we are creating what is the toxic. We've done that. We're creating the divine feminine, the divine masculine now in ourselves. So, yes, what Mr. Bauer says, got to do it within ourselves. That's why we're all not in relationship, apparently. Who else is going to come out? What about the masculine aspect of it? To me, I prefer the King of Wands. I like the King of Wands with the masculine, but I don't know, let's see. Yeah, what about the lower chakras? But it's essential, isn't it? The root chakra especially. All about survival and stuff. Some people are trying to do the crown chakra stuff. And third eye. When they're still struggling with survival and they're fooling themselves that they're actually operating from those upper chakras when they're not. We've got another two out, another choice here. This time it's the Two of Voices, Two of Swords. Oh, we don't know. We've got no end in sight. This is one of those ambiguous goals. We don't even know what it is that we're reaching for, what it looks like. We've got this random Divine masculine, divine feminine label. Twin flame label. What the hell is that? Yeah, we're all kind of trying to figure it out, trying to guess, trying to teach each other what it is, what we think it is. But we haven't a clue yet because we're making it up. The two of voices. We're blindfolded, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing because we get to create new. We're in that process though. So fruit fairy just walked past. Yeah. And all we can do is just keep on asking ourselves, what would work best for me? Not just, no, I'm not in a selfish way. Like, what would work best for me? How can I manipulate everybody else to get what I want? Not in that kind of way. What would work best for me in relationships, in my life, in my balance in myself? What would make me feel really good and aligned and all of that? So maybe my guides were totally lying about the twin flame stuff being soon. Maybe we've got an alone finding this out within ourselves first going on. Oh, go away, ants. The Knight of Swords. The brave ones. The courageous ones. Okay. So from this Knight of Swords, I'm getting the courageous ones, the ones that have always spoken out, the ones that have stayed in integrity. We got that message from another card too. I can't remember. Kind of leading the way. The Knight of Swords there. Courageously going forward and doing something different. It's always the way, isn't it? You know, it's always the courageous ones that do something different. Why? Because no one believes us at first and they think we're crazy and they try and get rid of us. Because we're doing things differently. We're not towing the line. So it's the courageous ones that are going to be doing this within ourselves. So we're going to have to continue being courageous in all of this. And especially, you know, like, I like that other people are picking up on the mainstream spiritual teachers and it being not bullshit, but very limiting, very low level. Like, yeah, sure. If you're in total toxicity and completely asleep, sure, the mainstream spiritual teachers are going to get you somewhere. It's a start, but calling it out for it being very low level stuff. Chakras are important, but meditation and calming your mind be better. Oh, sun's coming out. So we've got to use that courage in new ways now. As I said, I'm getting this message that we're being watched now. Someone's watching you. Maybe many people are watching you. Not just me on YouTube, but in our own lives now. They might think that you're onto something. And that maybe you were onto something all alone. That courage that you had years ago, that you've still got now. It's starting to be noticed and recognized now. So we're going to have to use our courage more by ourselves at the moment. Hanged One, changing our minds. Changing our minds about it. Seeing things from a new perspective now. Again, transition and sacrifice. Giving up an old way of life for it. Having to change our minds about it and about ourselves and what our life purpose is, even, maybe. Seeing things from a different perspective now on all of this. Being courageous to do that too. So maybe you've been stuck in a rut, a healing rut kind of thing. This is how I do it. I do my chakras, I do my meditation, this is how I do it. And then the universe is saying, now be courageous, like address this masculine, this feminine thing now within yourself. And you're like, how? What am I even doing? Well, the universe says, I don't know, make it up. Create a new way. You're the creator spirit, after all. The shivers. I need a wee, that's why. Hang on. I'm going to the bathroom and I'll be right back. My eldest son used to do that. I always not know if he peed in his nappy because he'd do a little shiver afterwards. Maybe he got it from me. I'm back. Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. Floods. Maxville. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to figure out a new way of being. That's all. Where's your hunger? It's a bother. Kathy, you wanted general guidance, didn't you? Yes, you did. Kathy, thank you for your donations. General guidance from your higher self, Kathy. Kathy. Is it like tropical weather? Everywhere now. I'm used to that. It doesn't rain for ages here, and then it rains too much. And everything stops working as soon as it starts raining. And then, and personally, it gets me. I like, suddenly I can't do what I'll just take for granted that I can do all the time, like riding around on my bicycle without getting wet. And you've got to think about it, what's outside, because we live a lot outside here, you know. Kathy, let's get some guidance for you. Ah, perfectionist, Kathy. Perfectionist. What's under that? So, what is under that? What makes us a perfectionist? There's a positive and a negative side to everything, right? A positive and a negative expression of everything that we have within us. So, your perfectionist has got that's within you, Kathy, has got some positive expressions like always striving for better for yourself, always like wanting to learn, wanting to grow, and all of that kind of stuff. Interested, like this would be why you're watching videos like this. Interested in learning new things. That's the positive side of it, right? Then we've got the negative side of perfectionism. We all know that one, right? Not being good enough, never being good enough for ourselves. So you got the what's under that card. What's under the negative expression of it? You don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? You want to keep the positive expression of it. So that's like the masculine and feminine stuff that I'm talking about. Let's not like say that the masculine is wrong, because it's not. And let's not say that perfectionism is wrong. There's a lot of good about it. Like you just look, I'm a perfectionist. Look at anyone that's doing anything great in the world. They're perfectionists. But what we do is we learn to tame the negative expression of it and start dealing with that inner voice that says that we're not good enough. Because doing something to get better is very different than doing something to fix yourself because you're broken or not good enough, you know. So there's some internal dialogue that needs changing, Kathy, about your perfectionism so that you can get the positive benefits of it and allow yourself to be that instead of the negative expression of it. Because when we're so in a way it's shadow work that you've been asked to do here, loving the perfectionist in you, the positive aspects of it. And so something that you could do is get yourself a pen and a piece of paper and divide it into two, and then write down what are the positive expressions and the negative, you know, what are the positive aspects of it and the negative aspects of it, and get clear on it yourself, how it works against you, how it works for you, so that you can be very clear that it is a really good thing. It is a really good thing. I mean, I wouldn't get rid of it within me, but I have had to learn how not to have it work against me. Like I just said before, it's not about getting a six-pack. It's not about having a six-pack. For a lot of people, they think it is. It's like, I wanted a six-pack and then, no. For me, it's like, because I have a hell of a lot of fun training, and it's a fun thing. Two different ways of looking at things. One is negative and works against you. One is positive. So, yeah, perfectionism, Kathy. And then you get to decide which bits you want to detach from. So do that exercise, write it down, all the positive effects of your perfectionism and all the negative effects of it, and then you decide which ones you take with you and which ones you don't. And it's not about fighting the ones that you don't, it's just about recognizing it. Recognizing as in, okay, I'm always going to have a pull to say I'm not good enough as I am and strive for more. But the striving for more is a good thing about me. And so instead of making it bad about me and saying I'm not good enough, when I say that to myself, because I always will, when I say that to myself, I'm going to say, no, this is a good thing because I reach higher and I do better for myself. And I get to control that, not you. I get to control that and make the decisions here. I like it. So it seems that you're on your way to mastery, Kathy, because of that. That's good. Some people don't have that. Some people don't have those traits to push themselves, to strive, that self-motivation. I mean, I could just reel them off for your list, all the positive elements of it. Wow, there's so many. And I celebrate them in myself. And then whenever muggles say to me, you work too much, you're too thin, you're too muscly, you work out too much, you too. It's not about me. I'm not doing anything too much. It's about them and what they're not doing and the motivation they don't have to do it, or that they're not doing it from the enjoying the journey part of it, or they're thinking that they're not good enough. If they look at me and they think they're not good enough, they're thinking that me doing things for myself is saying that they're not enough. It's not. It's just all the crap that goes on in people's heads, right? Hmm. Okay, let's get some tea leaf cards out. My knees are getting stronger. You'll all be pleased to hear, I'm sure. On my knees over toes guy. The knees over toes guy training experience, which I'm a week and a half into now. I started Sunday, over a week ago. What's today? Oh, it's just stretching after training today, so that's all good. I'm actually enjoying going back to the gym again. Might get a year-long membership. We're talking about the weather. Am I boring you? Yeah, it's the perceptions of what they think they don't have inside. It's like when you are, it's like this, right? I don't know why this keeps on popping into my head, but this was years ago as well. There was this conversation about a particular dish, a particular Thai dish, and I said, "Oh, I like it down at this place." And this girl said to me, "Not everyone can afford to eat there, you know." And I'm like, I didn't say that. I said that I like the dish there. Not everyone can afford to. You know, we all project our stuff onto what someone said when it's got nothing to do with that. Another example is when, oh, okay, so when I lived on the beach in Australia in Byron Bay, well, Suffolk Park, I used to go for morning walks, and I'm fit and athletic, right? I wasn't even as fit and athletic as I am now then. But I used to go for walks, sometimes runs in my bikini, strutting down the beach barefoot, because I live right on the beach, so I would go and do that in the mornings and then go for a swim in the tea tree like that. It's gorgeous. And the fish used to jump out in front of me. Anyway, strutting down the beach. Pretty much everybody friendly, say hello. There was a certain group of people that would scowl at me. Guess who they were? They were overweight women. It very rarely happened, but there was only one group of scowlers, and it was overweight women. So they were making my body mean something about them, which it isn't, right? It isn't. My body doesn't mean anything about anybody else. Um, it's like that. There's that projection, right? Insecurity, yeah. It could be jealousy, but it's not. I don't know. I don't think it is jealousy. I think it's they make it mean something about them. Thanks, Gabe. Good donation. Gabe, let's get you some guidance. What are you guys wanting you to know? Wait. Why do you get that card so much? Wait. Wait. I think because there's going to be something that you really love doing. But wait for it. You've not been shown what it is. The picture hasn't been fully formulated yet. Mine didn't for a long time either. Like I did this business for what, 19 years before I really, I was enjoying it. but really, really started enjoying it. The picture doesn't unfold. It unfolds slowly when you're ready for it. The universe never has us on the back foot. It never does. It never gives us things before we're ready for it. It lets it unfold. It knows it's not a race. But we can be like, come on, I want to do what I came here for. The universe is like, you're not ready. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. We want to push ourselves, the universe doesn't. So, yeah, you keep on getting the wait card, don't you? Yeah, stating the obvious, Christine. You're too thin. You're too fat. Too busy. Too lazy. Too masculine, you're too feminine. So you're having to wait for it, Gabe. You're having to wait for the clues to life purpose kind of stuff. Make love is doing something that you'd really love to do in the world. Why? Why is it having to wait? Why is the world having to wait for Gabe to share his stuff with the world? You need to rest before you go for it. You need to rest before you go for it. I know he gets the wait cards all the time. The wait cards wait in the bag for Gabe. And then they all shuffle up to the top. It is rude. Hi, Christine, it is. So, Gabe, you're too weighty. No, you need to rest. You just need to rest first. So you've been given a timeout by the universe. Enjoy it before you go for it. It is hard to deal with, I know. Because we think we're ready, don't we? We think we're ready. And then the universe is like, just rest more. And you're like, I'm bored though. Bring me something. Thanks, Maria. So, same story for you, Gabe. Maybe it's just not your time yet. Maybe, if this is like a movie, maybe your scene just hasn't started yet. Have you ever thought of that? You could be one of those beings that just like gets to sit there and putting their feet up. And then when it's your turn, your scene comes up. It's like, now, let me do my thing. Let me say my line. Could be. I'm increasing my metabolism at the moment. I mean, I'm eating more to not put weight on. Do you know what I mean? Just throw it back in the face. Maybe you're too fat. Am I too thin or are you too fat? Do I work too much or are you too lazy? Because generally that's what it is, right? It's about them not being that and then they're reacting to you being that. Maria, what do you guys want to tell you? Let's find out. Stop it. Oh no. Okay. Seriously, I have to give this message. Yeah, and then we freak out and say we're not ready. Maria, maybe get some toys or something. I don't know. It's certainly, this is kind of saying to me that you need to open up into that energy, but not with anyone else at the moment. Maybe you're open to energies that are not good for you in other people right now. I would say that this is saying don't be trying to date at the moment or getting to know anyone or anything like that because you're not attracting the right kinds to you. Or just get some toys or something, I don't know. Yeah, you're preparing for something. Wow, £85, that's a lot. That's right, it had nothing to do with anyone else. Are you sure you weren't just doing it for men? That's the funniest, isn't it, when men say, oh, I'm not attracted to a six-pack. Well, I didn't do it for you, dickhead. Go away. You think I've trained for the last 3 years to please you? No. No. Off you. Pop. Maria. Oh, it's a fight. I think this message comes up for you as well. It's the fight. Okay. Communication, because you want to fight them. This is why. Don't open up to that sexual energy right now with other people because you just want to fight them. You're like, come on. So this is your masculine feminine healing, Maria, is what this is. Right now you just want to fight them, so it's not a good time to get on in there with other people. A fight too. Yeah, you need to heal that within yourself first, alone, so that you are ready for a good relationship, not a. So you're not expecting all the dodgy ones and all the crap and all of that. So you're going to hear from people, and it's going to be stuff that you don't want to hear, and it's all like it's just the crap of relationship because you're not yet focused on a really good relationship. So of course, yeah, that means it's time to be alone. Why are we getting triggered by what others say? Because it's how we're judging ourselves, April. That's how we're judging ourselves. Like I say often in my readings, if I were to call you a cardboard box, April, are you going to have an emotional reaction to that? Probably not. I know. Probably not, though. Because there's no part of you that thinks that you're a cardboard box. But if I were to say to you, you're fat, or you're lazy, or you're selfish, you're more likely to have an emotional reaction to that because a part of you might believe that that's true. And so it's all about the self-talk that we've got going on. Yeah. A reaction to it like, no, I'm not, and want to fight them about it. We haven't done the shadow work on it, right? Yeah, it's self-judgment. Point where we can just laugh at it when people say it. It's like, yeah, I am that, but I don't care. I've chosen it. Okay, so it bothers you. It's speaking out about it. But you see, it would bother you if you didn't believe it. That's the thing. It wouldn't bother you. You just think you just laugh at it. If someone called you a cardboard box, you just laugh at it. But then you say, no, I think it bothers me that they speak out about it. No, it doesn't. It bothers you that you believe it. The part of you that believes it. You're welcome, Kathy. You say us right and laugh about it. You see, if someone was just saying random stuff that we don't believe, we would just laugh at them and think they're crazy. Anyway, let's get some cards out. That's why we're here after all, aren't we? The card will be shown the way for all of it. The masculine, the feminine, and all of it. We've just got to stop trying to push it. You are a cardboard box. Ha, cardboard box. That's so true, though. That you are a cardboard box. Is there a teenager? He used to. He had this saying. I don't know why. It's call people cardboard boxes. That's where it comes from. If they were really boring, they had nothing about them. I married you for your tits. Now look at you. Oh, God. Ah, you will be shown the way. We will be shown the way. I mean, we're not out in this trying to figure it out ourselves. Yeah, people are presenting it as being wrong, but then people will always do that, even if you're right. Like, honestly, people will say that I'm working too much and that I'm too successful and stuff. When my business started getting successful when I was in Byron, that's when I moved from Byron because I couldn't handle it anymore. The hippies that were totally against abundance or success or anything like that. Like, how can that be wrong? It can't be wrong. It's a really good thing. How can it be wrong to want to help more people and be successful? It's not wrong at all. But I was sensitive to that. I'm like, I can't be around people like this anymore. Be around other kinds of people. And it never comes from people that are actually doing it themselves. Because if they were doing it for themselves, they'd respect it, They would respect it. They would never call out anyone on it. Never call anyone out on it. If you've been there and if you've sorted that out, you would never call out anybody on it. Because you know what it takes. Mm. Anyway, we will be shown the way. Heartache over what you think you no longer have. I put a think in there. Did you notice that? Heartache over what you think you no longer have. What you think you no longer have. Why did I put that word in there? So there's something that we think we no longer have, but we actually have it, or we have access to it. We don't think we do. And we're hurting over it, but it's on its way. Real women. Yeah, right? There's a lot of that banded around too. A real man would be this, a real woman would be that. And I see it like in like positive body image stuff for overweight women will do it especially, and then they'll make skinny ones wrong. It's like you were doing something that are in another experience there. Yeah, I don't like that either. How can I not be real? A real man would never do that. Oh well, what am I then if I'm not real? Yeah, that's silly, isn't it? Real women. There's a lot of that going around at the moment. There's a lot of politically correct stuff, which is so unpolitically correct. Triggered people triggering people. Dagger. We'll be showing the way. We've got heartache over what we think we no longer have, but we actually do have access to it, is what I'm saying. It's on the way. Fear worries, tense situations. We've got to keep going because we are being shown the way, but always the way is through it, isn't it? It's not around it, it's through it. It's not that muggle thing of trying to get around stuff and dodge stuff. That's not the way. The way is through it, and so we've got to go through all this dodgy stuff within ourselves and other people too. Unicorn! Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Do things your way. Be unique in your own way. And use your intuition. The only way is through it. Facing it. Through it. You know why that is, Mr. Bowers and Timothy? It's because they know. They can feel it. That the ones with the answers are the ones that are single. It's always the way, right? You're in a relationship, you want to be single. You're single, you want to be in a relationship. But there really is something about, well, to be in a good relationship, we've got to be happy alone first, right? We've got to be happier within ourselves alone. Nobody wants to be with someone that isn't happy and they want to find the happiness through you. It's just so draining. I want to hear a problem that you're excessively dieting or exercising. Is that because people want to hear the struggle? Because they're struggling? I like bouncing up and down. I really do like high intensity workouts. That's what I like about, it's one of the things that I like about Muay Thai. It's very intense. Like HIIT. But I do HIIT too, and I really like it just because it's hard. And I like that. I like pushing myself like that. It makes you feel amazing and bouncy and full of energy. It makes me feel that way anyway. What else? What else? Should I get more of these out? No. No. Let's get some of those cards. Some of these new cards. Colette Baron reads something or other. 7 energies, I think it is. Well, look who came out here. The Royal You. I get my crown out, but it's so heavy. It's up there. Work out in any form. It does make you feel good. But the knee one, I wouldn't call it a workout. It's just a few moves. For me, a workout makes me out of breath and it makes me sweat. That doesn't. The Royal You. Our true power is going to come out, right? We're going to be honored. We've got to honor ourselves first. Honor your thinness, or your athleticness, or your fatness, or whatever it is. Honor yourself. Of course, you've got to recognize yourself first and listen to yourself first, and then it's going to be recognized. How interesting that we've got that twice. We've got the cat that was about that majesty as well. Your majesty. When we realize that there's nothing wrong with us after all, and that we're great. Old royal blood. Maybe you are. I'm feeling sore too, Nadine. That's funny as well. When you can't move the next day, when you can't walk downstairs. When you can't walk downstairs without your legs springing out in front of you and wanting to go straight. Ooh. Healing our hearts. How we've been hurting ourselves. You know, that spear, what we think has hurt us. What we think isn't available to us. Healing the heart. It's because we're not seeing the bigger picture. We're heartbroken because we think the universe has said we can't have something, but we can. It's not said no ever, not at all. So we heal our heart. Really what we're doing is we're healing our mind from the nonsense that we tell ourselves. But yes, there's emotional consequences of that nonsense that we tell ourselves. We hurt ourselves, we break our own hearts. And that's true, isn't it? We get more heartbroken the crazier we are, right? Just look, like, if I think back to my teenage self and all of that, oh, it was the nonsense that I believed that always hurt me. I don't get much heartbroken anymore. Even things that would heartbreak me, would break my heart. Like, that's why my friends were trying to tell me that I must be ignoring my emotions or something about my most recent ex. But I'm not. It's because I'm not telling myself nonsense about it. But they still are, you see. And I'm like, no, if I tune into it, I'm not heartbroken about it. Sure, I would have liked it to have gone differently, but I'm not feeling about it because I'm not telling myself nonsense about it. It's all okay. And I know it's okay. So healing our heart, but really we're healing our mind. And then we stop breaking our own hearts. Because it's what you think. What did I say with this spear? Heartache over what you think you no longer have, or what you think you can't have. It's about thoughts. I'm not saying it's all about thoughts. Of course, we've got an emotional body too, but the emotional body is a reaction to our thoughts, right? So when we've broken our own heart, yes, we need to heal our heart then. Wow. And then we become beyond the ordinary because we're okay about stuff. So we don't tell ourselves lies anymore. We become beyond the ordinary here. Powerful. Balance within ourselves and powerful. Peaceful. Look at him now. He's peaceful even though he's got like nonsense in his mind though. He's recognizing it. And what I mean by that is, when you listen, your mind's going to keep on being stupid, but we've got to recognize it and go, no, that's not true. Your mind's still going to say you're too thin, you're working out too much, but you got to recognize it and say, no, I'm not. Don't be ridiculous, class mind. So we become beyond the ordinary then, peaceful. This crazy place, this crazy planet that we're on. The Royal Oz. Got the grace card out first, so it's all flowing to us, right? It's all flowing. Everything's working out. And it's all good. What else should we get out? Pretty much got nothing about relationships. Should we go there? Let's do the relationship. The carrot spread. Can you tell us anything about relationships, please? When is it going to involve somebody else? Soulmate. It's a good start. Got the soulmate card out there. You get a native to Procurious and Whalebones. Is it the Libra full moon that's coming up? I believe it is. I believe it's a win-win situation we've got coming. Oh, it's going to be the last card, isn't it? It is. No, almost the last card. The biggest carrot. The soulmate carrot. It's the soulmate. This says, yes, this is your soulmate. Who? There's nobody here. There's a cleaner outside brushing up. That's my soulmate? Are you sure, universe? Win-win outcome is forecast. But this is the full moon that we've got coming up in 4 days. Winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, win-win. Relationships are either win-win or they're lose-lose. They're never win-lose. If it's win-lose, if you think it's win-lose, you're fooling yourself. Nobody winning. Bugs Bunny. Soulmate, communication is key. So, how we're communicating with ourselves and the nonsense that we, this healing our head to heal our heart so we don't keep on breaking our hearts by making things mean, or just, the nonsense that we tell ourselves that breaks our heart. Then applying that in relationship, communication is key. Where are they hiding? I don't know, Sandy. If you find them, let us know where they all are. Communication is key. It's got something to do with that healing our heart thing. Communication with ourselves, first of all, and then communication within a relationship. And we can't do it for them. Teach them, don't do that. Can be bothered doing that. Find someone that's sorted themselves out already. Somewhat. Or is at least on the path to that. Let's get a heart out for more relationship carrots here. Not on dating apps. No, they're not there. It didn't take you long to figure that out, Sandy. Oh God, no. Although I did meet one on Tinder. I didn't actually meet him, but you never know where they are. Hi, you'll meet. Smash and dash. Tell us more about this soulmate and communication being key. They're probably just at home, Sandy, everybody. They're probably just at home, because that's what we're all doing. Just at home being by ourselves. Why can't I find them? Because you're sat at home and they're sat at home. That's why. Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. We're evolving by ourselves before we communicate with each other because we're muggles and we'll mess it up. Yeah, we're all just trying to figure this masculine feminine thing out within ourselves so that we're not, sensitive. There's so many triggered and sensitive people at the moment that haven't healed themselves. It's a sign of not healing yourself, But there's so much of that going on that can we really be bothered getting out there amongst all of folk who are doing it by themselves at the moment? Of course, it's always the way, right? But then when does it get to some kind of a tipping point? The full moon, I remember now, the full moon reading. about new tribe. Maybe there will be some coming out soon. Yeah. And it is. I mean, we were always told that, right? What are we waiting for? We're waiting for ourselves. But I'm ready. No, you're not. That's what we've been told over and over again. I feel more ready than I was. Oh. Successfully got a guy on my wavelengths to say evolution in the 1 minute for Pictionary. You know what I used to do? Pictionary, yeah, Pictionary. I used to play that. I'm big on board games and stuff. I love games like that. And so, me and my ex-husband, it was ridiculous. We were ridiculous with games like that. We're just so on each other's wavelength that we used to like draw one line and then the other one would guess what it was. Like, it was funny. And then the family like, you're cheating, you're both cheating. What are you doing? Like, you can't possibly have got that for when you first put the pen on the paper. No, but you could just tell. It's like same with that last boyfriend that I had. We could read each other's minds, just look at each other and read each other's minds. Even though we spoke a different language, we knew with a look to each other. Heart with a key. Look at this. We've got this carrot. Welcoming love, meeting the one. Open your heart. Get together. Perfect. Let's welcome love. Can we? Kathy, on your twin flame. I love games like that. Being psychic. I used to do that game too. It's not going to other people, you freak them out. But my ex-boss, back in corporate days, one of them anyway, he'd come into work and say things like, you never guess how much they wanted for fixing the air conditioning on my car. And of course he's thinking of the amount, so I know exactly how much it is, because I'm psychic. So I thought, what, about £500? But I'd just like tell him the exact amount and really freak him out. Yeah, 3-year-olds. Okay, Kathy, let's find out about your twin flame. Now, this is probably something that we're all having to go through. This is a good one. Thank you, Kathy's higher self, for this one. Right. Take the risk and be supportive. Here we go. Right. So a lot of us are healing from that, from having taken those codependent roles before, doing way too much for other people, supporting them, not getting anything back, not choosing the right ones, being in that negative. And now we're like holding back, going, oh, hang on, I'm wary of myself now. I know myself a little bit too well, and I'm not going to storm on in there in a relationship and give. But here's the thing. Divine Feminine is leading the way at the moment. The Divine Masculines are slightly behind just because of the way that the world's been, right? So we've got to drop that. We've got to drop that and be willing to support them. It's going to seem risky. So we don't just have to recognize our and be wary of ourselves, our codependent habits and stuff like that, our propensity to be over supportive and take things and go too far with others. And then we've got to also realize that we're leaders and that, yes, we need to give a helping hand. We're going to have to. You see, I've been getting this as well, personally, is you're going to have to be open and willing to support them. It's going to seem risky because you know your own patterns. That's why we've got to know ourselves so well and done that healing work. This is why there's so much bullshit out there about people being with the twin flames when they haven't got themselves to a very high state of alignment. They're not with the twin flames. It's some toxic kind of relationship and they're making it up. So you're going to have to take that risk and be supportive. So you are going to have to help them out, and it's going to ring all of your bells. The red flags will be waving, and you'll be like, damn, this seems like an unhealthy thing to me. I'm just getting into codependency again. But you're not, because you're aware of it. So you're not. Whenever we're aware of it, we're not getting back into it again. Yes. Choose to change and be firmer. So, Kathy, you're going to have to trust yourself more that you've healed that thing. And sure, it's going to come up again. You've got a propensity to do that, but you're aware of it now, so you're not going to do it again. Does that mean you can get into a relationship and not do it? Yeah, it does. It means you can get into a relationship and you can help them and you can be supportive to them and you can give to them without getting into codependency again. And it's all right for someone to need something. There can be healthy give and take, even if at the start you're having to give more. You're going to be aware of it. So you get to choose. It's like you have more control. And it's a good thing that you're going to be wary about getting into those patterns, because you do need to keep a check on yourself with that. So do you choose it? Do you choose to accept the challenge to get into a relationship where you're going to have to give at the start, but make sure it's someone that can reciprocate, that's got that within themselves? Maybe they're not able to reciprocate at the moment because they don't have much to give at the moment. That's been coming up in a lot of the picket cards, that the masculine can't come in right now because he's not got much to give. Got to sort something out first. That's been over and over again, right? So, Kathy, do you trust yourself enough to take this next step? Maybe all of that stuff that you've been through was to get you to this stage of being able to lead the masculine in this relationship and give to them, but not in a messed up way. Do you choose that? Are you willing to accept that? It's breathing. Yeah. Don't forget to hit like. Thank you for the reminder. There we have it. I feel to end it there. Those relationship carrots. So thank you everyone for coming along. Let's do it all again tomorrow. Let's do it all over again tomorrow, shall we? It seems to me like we are headed for change here. Oh, he's sitting in the sunshine. The butterfly outside, did you just see it? Transformation. Things are changing. Our royalty, our inner royalty is coming out. So thanks, Kathy, for that final thing, because that added the cherry on top, didn't it? And maybe that's a message for all of us. I think it is. We've got to be willing to take it to the next step. So, have a great day, everybody, or night, whatever it is, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for all of your donations and stuff. And don't forget, come along to Psychic Cafe No Muggles Allowed on Facebook if you're not already in there.